The public transport fare structure was overhauled in July 2010. Passengers pay according to the distance travelled and were no longer imposed penalties when making transfers. The authorities said that 2 in 3 commuters would pay less or see no change in their fares, but there was some confusion in the initial days with commuters complaining of paying more. Some argued that commuters had made the fare comparison without factoring in the expiry of a 3% fare rebate that also kicked in at the same time. Still, there were those who felt that commuters were not well prepared for the change.
Maybe the ministry didn't highlight enough was that when they implement distance-based, the long trips itself becomes a little bit more expensive, while short trips, when you need to make a lot of transfer, actually becomes cheaper.
In November, it was revealed passengers were overcharged some $300,000. The bugbear, distance discrepancies between some bus stops. Separately, observers believe fares may go up in future with inflation, but the Public Transport Council says this will be weighed carefully.
Let's wait appropriate times where we have all the figures, including the figures on the operators, where we can do the reality check.
And to make public transport more appealing, $1 billion has been set aside to upgrade the signalling system for trains to run at faster intervals. More bus lanes were also introduced, but observers say to address overcrowding, buses must become a more reliable alternative.
New diversion of bus systems, bus routes, and then bringing residents now to different places. Hopefully our buses can move at a faster speed.
And to manage congestions on the roads, a new system to calculate vehicle quotas was introduced, based on the number of cars scrapped in the previous 6 months. The result? Higher COE premiums. And with industry players saying that the trend is likely to continue, some have been persuaded to go public.
For first-time buyers, with the increase in COE, a lot of them actually switch their consideration to buying a used car or maybe even sticking to public transport.
And perhaps two-wheelers may be just as good when moving around HDB estates. 2 more towns, Changi Simei and Bedok, have been identified to have dedicated cycling infrastructure by 2014.